For the very first time ever, we are welcoming guests here at Running Springs. Now, it's not open to everybody. This special winner and a guest of her own have come because they won the very first Fantasy Foaling contest. Now, what is Fantasy Foaling? I came up with an idea last fall that I think gets everybody involved and makes foaling season that much more exciting. So we quickly created a platform where you could guess between the 9 mares who were due for 2026. You could guess the birth date, the time of day that they were born, the color of the foal, the sex of the foal, how long it took for them to stand, and how long it took for them to eat. So 6 different things that you could guess for all 9 foals. I feel like that would be something pretty hard to get everything correct. So not a single person who entered got every single thing correct, but we did have one lucky winner who got just enough, and we're gonna meet her today. Now, because this was last minute last year and we put together a platform really fast, we were afraid that if too many people entered, it would crash the platform. So we only made one post to existing subscribers on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok in December. So we didn't really market this, we didn't tell anyone we were doing it, and I think that was a really good way for us to fix some bugs, make the user experience that much better, and that means this year you will get to enter Fantasy Foaling, and it is going to be a way better user experience. So I'm so sorry if you had to, go through the bugs with us the first time, but if you would like to be notified when you can enter Fantasy Foaling, we have a link in the description where you can click that, you'll get an email. We will be making posts about it as well. Let's go meet our winner because she won a day at Running Springs. Well, I can't, it's freaking windy. Do you mind introducing yourself before we get into the whole tour?
Yeah, my name's Lindsey. I'm from like a smallish town in Arkansas. Mm-hmm. We have an air base. My family has a flower shop. In my spare time, I'm watching Katie videos on TikTok and sharing them with my mom.
Well, so you're the winner. So you got not everything, but the most things correct.
Which still baffles me.
On your Fantasy Foaling card. Did you have a strategy?
No.
No strategy?
I think most of my picks were if roan was an option, I picked roan because I love a good roan horse. I think I got Moose's birthday right because he was close to my mom's birthday. Oh. And so we were like, well, I'm just going to put that down because that's when he needs to have the same birthday. And that turned out perfect. But no, I just was like, okay, did this horse go early, late last year? Like I kind of did a little bit of like going back and seeing. But there was really no strategy. It's kind of like how I do everything. Well,
and then on top of that, even if you did go off of what happened in previous years.
It was off this year.
This year was just so crazy that, anything can happen. So that's wild. I think that's amazing. So have you had any experience with horses in person?
I've never had horses. Mm-hmm. I've been around horses a lot. A little bit. My mom loves horses. She put that in me, and I would just be love
genetic.
Horses.
It's a genetic horse crazy thing. You said that you kind of wanted to focus on the horses for this day. Do you have a specific one?
Gingy's my fave.
Gingy
is my favorite.
Any others?
I have a soft spot for Bo, obviously. Who doesn't? We are dying to see Walter too.
I know, and he unfortunately can't be like out in his pasture and his like amazingness because of his little leggy, but he'll be there for some carrots.
Oh, we're down for giving him some carrots.
We'll have Miss Stephanie there on standby in case he gets a little nippy because he's been cooped up, so he's a little bit stir crazy.
Teenage boy. But
I'm trying to like, is there anything? If there's one thing other than Ginger, if there's one thing today that we can make happen for you, is there anything that we can do?
I don't know, like specifically. Do you have any like? Just kind of,
Beyonce. She's out. I saw her outside.
We can be her proof of life check.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time.
So, I guess what we're gonna do is we're about to have lunch, and then after that we've mapped out all of the zones that we can kind of visit, And you've told me like mostly the big horses, but you did say we got to go see Karen.
Yes.
So we'll after lunch.
And the mini babies.
So the mini babies, we have them up so that you can go in there and hang out with them, and we can do a little interactive. They're the sweetest things ever. So why don't we do lunch and then we'll go to the miniature horses.
Sounds good. Here, you want scratches?
She wants to give you love.
Hi. Oh, you like those scratches? Or you just want it behind the ear?
So tiny.
You want the scratches behind the ear?
I can't imagine how little they were when they were born.
Look at how tiny her nose is.
I know.
Okay.
Hi. Come here. KK.
I mean, they're the best little petting zoo animals, and it's probably because all my little cousins love coming to see them, and so they have little kids all over them all the time. I mean, I don't show any kids like on my socials, like I don't show Rebecca's kids or like my cousin's kids, and so like there's kids here a lot more than you would think, and so they love.
You're the perfect size for a kid.
Loved on.
You're such a sweet baby. I know.
We were just saying, like, my dog is about this size.
Yeah. So they weigh like 73 pounds.
Pearl weighs 88.
Yeah.
That's all? It's skinny.
The booty scratches.
We weighed them this past week, so we know.
I'm gonna give scratches while you're getting scratches.
I
We
will
gotta
say,
get
if
Dolly
anyone
in the
needs to
hallway.
use the restroom, I think Rachel is leading the way because she has to use the restroom. We are gonna be going to the barn. So now we've moved on to the big barn portion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little roundabout in the barn. So this is gonna be, I don't know what to call it, because now that we have two barns, I'm like big barn, old barn, I don't know. So this is more of the foaling barn, it's the old barn. We're gonna do our rounds here. Some horses are inside right now, and then we're gonna hop in the golf cart and go in with the foals. So let's go do the tour. So the babies are out, so a lot of the upstairs stalls are empty at the moment, and so we're about to be remodeling this
Gotta do the
side.
other side.
So there's like, I think we have one more week of doing some stuff at the new barn, and then this side gets tackled. And so we'll have all of the rest of the stalls put in, and then hopefully get everything stained and everything. So that's Ginger. So they put Ginger in here.
what
If you
I
want to come,
thought. I was
you
like,
want to
that's
come give
Gingy.
Gingy a carrot.
Oh.
Hi, Gingy. Want some carrot? Do you know how to carrot?
You know, she's not usually like
Sometimes you have
a
to break
huge
it up
carrot
for her.
person, but
You want me to break a
person,
piece?
horse.
Is that
Same
better?
difference, isn't it?
No? No, you want the whole thing? Which piece do you want? You came over here, chewing. You got a mouthful of hay? Hi.
She just wants to mess.
Hi. Hi, pretty girl.
Now, I would love to know, just because I'm interested, whenever you see some of the horses that you've seen and like fallen in love with through the phone, if you're like, oh, they're smaller than I thought, or they're bigger than I thought. Like, I would love to know your
I think
perception
she's
online.
bigger than I pictured.
You
just
think?
because they
She's
look
taller.
smaller on the videos. Hi.
I'm so intrigued.
Hi.
You know,
She's tall.
Hi.
she's a big girl. She's bigger than people think she is.
I didn't think she was this big.
Yeah.
You look just like your daddy.
Are you gonna take a little bit?
Want the carrot?
See, I think she has her mom's face shape. If you see Beyonce in person, and then she got Waylon's.
Her body is his.
Yeah.
I love her hair is my favorite.
I don't know. Now
like
that I'm
with
looking
the
at her shape,
blonde
it is
hair.
very Waylon too. But good mix of both.
Hi. Mwah.
Oh, she will absolutely love a carrot.
It's tough being a bull.
I want some carrot.
It's a hard being a bull.
She said, I heard it.
Take some good crunches. Huh? You
Oh,
had
yeah.
just a rough time this year, didn't you, Mama? Just had a good time. I know it.
Oh,
You just keep having rough times.
no, yeah.
Huh.
Y'all are working
You just keep
10
having
times
rough
harder than I am
times.
during this.
Don't pet me,
Hi.
feed me.
She's got the carrot. I don't have the carrot.
Can we do it? No, you just take the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, that's a big crunch.
A good job, one.
That gets a 10 out of 10 in my book, sister.
And so this barn originally was a racehorse farm and a racehorse barn. And going down this ramp wasn't here, it was a drop off. And I remember as a kid, there was a gate here and you could look down and this was a cattle run. And so all it was dirt floor and it was a lean-to and it had all of like the working gates in it. And so that's all it was until about 15 years ago.
Wally, hi. What's up, carrot? Take a, there you go. There you go.
God.
And he's not done growing.
Oh no.
He's gonna be bigger than this.
Oh, he's only 16, like 1 right now. He'll be about 17 hands, maybe even bigger. So he'll be like Sophie size, but much probably bigger,
Beefy.
like bodied.
It's gonna be a beefcake. Want the last of it?
He's how old? 20.
They did it.
How old is he?
He's 26.
26.
And he
Oh
doesn't
my
have a
gosh.
whole lot of teeth. So it takes him a minute to kind of get the carrots.
Let's do it the nice way.
Okay, I'll break it up for you.
Yeah.
He appreciates that.
I know what it's like.
You're missing teeth.
No, I'm not missing teeth, but I know what it's like when you can't eat crunchy stuff sometimes. Look how big and pretty.
There you go.
Look how big and
Put
pretty.
it in there.
Bye, big girl. Oh, well, it was clear that the horses are priority for today, and so we will be doing like a little loop through the mini cows, but we are going to end with foals. That's like the main shebang. So we're gonna go to the new barn really quick, do a little, hey, this is what we're gonna do here. Tell them all the plans. There are some horses back there. We're bringing carrots, and then we'll loop back to the mini cows, and then foals. I probably need to turn it on.
You can draw it for the.
And then I probably need to take the parking brake off. Okay.
You got it now.
So we're thinking for your photo shoot, we're gonna bring Ginger into this pasture.
Okay.
It's just the nicest, shadiest one, and I think it'd be a really nice little background.
Don't let Jake see the bear the bear targets.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have to have
They
one.
like to. This is where they could get to like 100 yards.
Yeah, Jake would be out here in that too.
So that's my dad's shop, and the cow barn is down there. We're kind of leaving that alone today, just because that was my dad's space, and he wanted us to kind of bypass that, but that's fine.
Which means he didn't want to clean it.
Yep, exactly. Why are you running?
Is he running
Can you
behind us?
see you in the mirror? I'm just gonna pull in because it's shady. Here's the new barn. That's Charlotte, Happy,
I know
Opal's down
Happy.
there, Buttercup.
I know Happy's face card everywhere.
So 3 of these mares are pregnant, or no,
What's up, carrot?
2 of them.
What's up, carrot? Okay, fine.
And then Happy, unfortunately, lost her foal this year as well, and so she's This is the chompy group.
Yeah.
This is the group that doesn't.
You. I know
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not.
They like to tell fibs. Well, hold on. It's stop. Stop it, Nate!
Let him get close and then you can stop real fast. That'll stop him.
No, I don't want to break the camera.
That's true.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't think about that.
If they're right here, we can stop and look at the little foals for a minute, and then we'll go in there with them. But we got to go past them to get to the mini cows.
Like, we're in the shade. Hi, Gracie.
Pretty
Hi, Margot.
Her face.
We'll wait on them
every
to
time.
catch
is
up.
killing.
And this is a lot larger pasture. We've got some spots in the fence that we've been mending, and so the big horses leave it alone, but I haven't been letting the babies back there.
Yeah, somebody got over.
It was Gunner.
Somebody got out of
It
bed.
was right here. There was a tree that fell.
Oh.
You probably want to hitch a ride with somebody. This is covering a lot of ground.
Look at he's like breathing hard. Me
Hop
too.
in the bed. Keep running. You get to
See
see.
if they're on the hill, Mom. You can see one of them.
You get to see all the angles of the content creation as well. Normally I've got my phone going too, but today I didn't want to be like plagued by it, and I want to be able to just like chat.
I know, well, that's like we were trying our hand at content creation for the trip, and it's been rocky.
My gosh. You do this every day.
I make
You've got.
10 to 14 videos every day.
That's
Oh my
just
gosh. Bless your heart.
I'm getting a lot more help, and it's been amazing. Okay, they start over here.
Oh. Hi. Look, Lindsay.
I know.
So birdie.
So I will say we're not going to get out here just because some of them get a little rubby.
Yeah, no, that's,
So Pumpkin, I hate to say it, I think she's my favorite.
she is beautiful.
I think she's my favorite of everybody. I think she's the most proportionally correct, anatomically correct,
Her horns
sweetest,
are perfect.
most gorgeous. I am probably biased, but I just love her, love her, love her. And I think her name is the most perfect thing ever.
Yes.
And so Pumpkin, and then we got Peanut, and we were stuck on something. I will back up.
Just a little spin out there.
First time we've
ever gotten stuck.
Look, Lindsay, she's getting it.
Oh, look how
Oh,
pretty
there's
she
Peanut.
is.
She's recovered from her horrible. I don't know who gave her that horrible haircut.
We definitely didn't see that haircut.
I don't know who gave her that, but she's recovering.
I bet that she had some cool spots for a moment.
Yeah, I think she probably felt great, and that's what I'm going with.
It's my girl Posey.
Petunia, Pippa, Posey, and then Poppy's all the way over there by her.
I get it, girl.
Yeah, Poppy's all the way by her lonesome. Honestly, like they shed their coats out really well. Like they don't really keep their long, shaggy coats that keep them
She's
super
so
hot.
big. She doesn't look that big on camera.
So she's
I know she's tiny, but she looks big.
comparatively to everybody else, she is so tiny. So I'm really hoping that she is having a cutesy little polled baby. I hope her
know.
baby comes out with no horns. We kind of stopped being quite so like bringing them treats and bringing them things because they are so big, and you know, like they let us pet them and things like that. Like they still let us pet them, they still let us get up to them, but I don't try to bring people and like do treats anymore because they were getting so rough and getting so like bullyish, and so we just kind of keep them as a little bit more respectful of human space now. So someone on Snapchat yesterday was like, I can't believe they're feral now. I'm like, well, they're not feral. Like I just walked up and pet her, but we don't want them to be like swarming us and bullying us.
Those horns down there look like they would hurt.
They do, and she's bruised a lot of people.
What is it? Emily Sasser in her big old garden that she has.
Yeah.
And she's like, now this has to be close to this so it'll pollinate
Is that
this.
Emily Roberts?
I think Emily Ann, yeah.
Yeah. She just started following me and I about screamed.
Yeah.
Oh, I would scream.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
I went and saw her in February
Yeah.
at the Opry.
Oh, I saw
And then
that.
I took videos of it and tagged her, and then she followed me.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You
I dream
should.
of gardens like hers.
A Meemaw. A Yeehaw
Oh,
Meemaw.
I'm in the way.
She's here. She lives here, I think, yeah. I don't know, like I don't know where, but it's around here.
I also want to get Nate Professor out because this dog.
Look at them fighting over the water. Okay, this is Lexi, and that's Gracie. And then over there's Indy, Annie, and Phoebe. And then this is Margot, Gunner, and then that's the boys over there. They're fighting over the water.
They're so cute.
They're a hoot and a half.
I can chew on the vehicle.
They don't
Hi,
care.
Gracie.
See, she's just short and stout.
I know.
We get two of them.
Hi. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. Shoot, that's why she was in my ear.
Nice squanches.
Hi. Hi.
Woody, I feel like, has had
Yeah.
the biggest personality
Mhm.
out of
He
these
is.
out of this group.
With his floofy ears.
He's funny. Cheyenne, she's sweet. She's like the little kid that sits in the corner and like has like a funny one-liner every now and then. Like she's unproblematic and then she'll be funny sometimes. Margot's a little like sassy and crazy sometimes too. Hey, no. This thing's already eaten to.
Somebody else did it first.
Oh, Woody started it for sure. Oh, hi, Indy.
Hello, big girl.
You give her a carrot?
No,
You can give her a
she
carrot.
have
She'll
one?
want it.
I kill it. Yeah. You just okay. Well,
The whole dang thing.
okay.
I'll just take it off. Hi.
She's got a couple
Look
teeth
at your
missing, too.
little
She's a little
nose.
I'm actually so sad that Matt wasn't here. I think y'all would have loved
he would have
him.
ate this up.
Yeah.
He would have loved. He would have loved this.
I think he would have been having
I think the
almost equally.
I think the
experience.
Nate Matt duo might be my favorite duo.
Listen to her.
And I'm not just saying that because Nate's standing there.
Your beard looks super red right now.
It's
I had to say that just
the
to be
home
like,
kindership. Sorry.
you look so ginger right now.
You look a little shorter today.
I'm just saying I have a very good contact there.
They're pretty cute.
His feet is so red. It's both of them.
Yeah, so you have Poppy Petunia and then. Oh, thank you so much. I love that. Like it's like a cowgirl like cup. Oh, that's actually so yummy.
I think that's my favorite scent that
I
they
love
have.
that. That's so yummy.
It's the
It's so
potpourri.
good. It's so good.
Like I
really
can
good.
smell it now.
Smell.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Everybody get a sip.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's so
I'm
nice.
not joking. I know y'all think I'm joking.
If you squeeze the bag, it'll
Don't
like
touch
give
my
you a
cup.
puff of.
I can smell it enough.
I know y'all think I'm like joking because I don't drink
Okay.
water, but like, don't touch my cup.
So she'll be watching.
Don't touch
Yeah,
my cup.
you better use that cup. We'll be counting. We'll be
She'll be
watching for it.
Okay, well, if you see someone else using it, back me up.
call
They
them
can't
out.
touch it.
That's Katie's.
So I have to put a sip counter.
Well, thank y'all so much for coming. I'm so happy that we could make it work, and we wanted to send y'all home with some extra stuff. And so it's just been such a fun day. Like, seriously, like, you know,
So much fun.
anytime there's like a first of something, there's a little like anxiety of like, oh, how do we do this and whatever. But I mean, I really hope you had as much fun as we did. 'cause
I
It
did.
was so
I had
fun.
so much fun. Like, I've been through this whole day and I'm still going, did this happen?
Yeah, I'm so happy we could make it work. So if
happy.
you have any advice for fantasy foalers out there, since you are the first
Yeah, because I
winner,
had strategy. That's no strategy. I mean, I'm a fan of roans, so I went for the roans.
I feel like that's a pretty good. Honestly, this year though,
You didn't get a lot of roans this year, so I don't know how I did it.
well, your car is here. We have enjoyed you being here so
So much
much.
fun.
Thank you so much. I hope you have the best time in Nashville for the rest of the weekend.
Well, I think we're gonna go like crash now.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Go take a
Take
nap.
a nap and then hit the town.
But thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll have a good trip home.
Thank you.
That was such a fun day. You know, anytime something's new, you have a little bit of anxiety going into it. You really hope that you can make it work. I had this whole day planned, this whole prize planned out and promised, and I just wanted to make sure that we gave everything that we had, hyped it up to be. I think we did. I think they had a great time. I can't wait to get them their pictures and them see this video all put together. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching it happen. And then now we're gonna go into another foaling season and be able to do our second fantasy foaling. If you want more information, again, we have that link in the description where you can sign up to have an email notification when sign up is available. Again, we're working on making the user experience that much better. We're using a third party to make sure the user experience is just so smooth and elevated. You're going to be able to make a profile, see after each foal if you got your answers correct or if they were wrong, and updated leaderboard standings where there's going to be multiple prizes. This year, the number one prize was today. It was the trip to the farm. But second and third place also got really big prizes. We did Amazon gift cards and gift cards to the KVS store worth hundreds of dollars. And then we had multiple random prizes for those who entered. So we will be doing more prizes like that again. And if you have any questions, we would love to hear them so we can get them answered prior to the event starting, which will be in December. So hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more updates.
I just heavily put on deodorant. So if you start smelling something and I'm nearby, you must assume it's something else.
I'm gonna assume it's you because you're being weird about it.
Alrighty. Nate, why are you in here?
She told me to.
If they're outside,
She said this
I'm
was
just
your
joking.
request.
I'm just joking. Okay, let's go.
I'm like,
He's already yelling at me.